They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson going to keep it on the option. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they can't bring him down. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And we're in the middle part of this season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more.
7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down.
Here's a give to Barkley. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game.
And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing, Jones. In trouble, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
But he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, a good move at the 5. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
74 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones dancing to his left. Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the round is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah,
now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw again is Wilson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by
1 more. 4 seconds. seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
65 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right.
They'll fire one deep for Westbrook.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He's got Smith here, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
Big hole up the middle.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Chris Barnes.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over and having that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on now on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Show Fatukasi able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Catch is made by Harry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They go play action here on first down. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 22-yard scamper.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they puts it on the carpet. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
There's Henry to make a nice catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop. Second and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Got his man. That's Harry.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for New England, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.